In this tutorial, I'm going to go over the 3 different types of JavaScript pop-ups, and I'm also going to show you an alternative method that you can use to take user input that doesn't require JavaScript pop-ups, and I'm going to go over why you may want to use that method versus using JavaScript pop-ups. Let's first go over the alert pop-up. You'll see here I have an alert message function that I wrote, and within that I am calling an alert command. This is a built-in JavaScript command, and this is what will actually pop up the alert message, and you can control what you want in that alert pop-up by placing the text that you want right here in between these quotes. And then I'm also writing out a confirm message variable, and I'm setting that confirm message text to you clicked OK for the alert. And then from there, I am calling document.getElementById results. So I'm looking for the results ID, which I found up here, and I'm sending the inner HTML to the confirm message. So that confirm message will display right in here when the OK button is clicked on our alert pop-up. So let's see how that works. I have an alert button here. Let's click that. It pops up a box. This is an alert message. I can click the OK button, and I'm having my inner HTML set to the message, the confirm message. The second type of pop-up I'm going to show you is the confirm pop-up. The difference between the confirm and the alert is alert only has an OK button. The confirm has an OK and a cancel button. And you can program your page to show different messages or do something different based off if OK was clicked or if cancel was clicked. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I have an if statement that is looking for ask confirm, which is my variable up here, and my variable is calling the confirm pop-up. If confirm is found, meaning if it's true, meaning if the OK button was clicked and there's a value there, then it's going to set my inner HTML to my continue message variable. If the cancel button was clicked, which is this else, then it's going to set my inner HTML to my stop message. So let's demo that and see how that works. Refresh our page, click the confirm button. You'll see here now we have an OK and a cancel. Here's my message that I set within that confirm command. Do you want to continue? Let's click OK. And you'll see here, yay, let's continue. That was the message that I put in the if statement if OK was placed, if OK was pressed. Let's run that again, but let's click the cancel. And you'll see here the inner HTML, which was the H1, is set to something completely different. Third, we're going to go over the prompt pop-up. And a prompt pop-up will basically open up a pop-up and it will give you an input field that you could type into. And then you can do something with that input. So I have a prompt that's asking, what is your name? And then I'm checking, was something passed within this return input, meaning did the user actually type something within that input field? And if they did, then I'm having the inner HTML, looking for the results inner HTML, which is right up here. I'm setting that to nice to meet you, and then I'm grabbing the input, which will be whatever the user put in for their name. If they didn't put anything within that field, if it was blank or they clicked cancel, then I'm calling a return false. And what this will basically do is it will just cancel your pop-up and bring you back down to your screen without doing anything. So let's demo that and see how that works. So you'll see here, what is your name? It has an input field that you can type into. You click OK, nice to meet you, and then it attaches your name. So whatever you type there, it's going to bring right back down to the screen. Let's refresh this and show you how the cancel works. So if I didn't put anything in here or I clicked cancel, you'll see here it just cancels that pop-up and brings you right back down to the screen. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to take user input by adding an input field to your page. You'll see here I have an input field in my HTML, and I have an ID, your color, and I'm setting that input type to text, which is basically going to display a text field on my page that I can type into. And then I'm calling an onKeyUp, and I'm calling my function display answer. The onKeyUp will basically initiate this function as you're typing. So that's different than onClick. OnClick will only initiate your function when you click something. OnKeyUp will initiate it as you're typing. And down here in my display answer, I am basically setting the variable getColor to the value that is in my input field. So you'll see here I'm saying document.getElementById, your color, which is the ID of this input, and I'm saying get the value of this input, which is what will be typed into that input field. The value will be whatever you typed into that input field. And then I'm setting the inner HTML of my results to the color that is typed into that input field. In addition, I'm running another option here, document.body.style.background color to get color. And you're going to see how this works. This is pretty cool. It's going to change your page's background color, the body of the page, to whatever color you type into that input field. So let's test how that works. Let's try my favorite color, red. You'll see here, it changed the inner HTML here to the word red, and it also changed my page to red. And let's demo that again. You see how it's changing in real time as you're typing? And that is because you specified that onKeyUp function. So that's pretty cool. And the benefit here of using input rather than these alerts is, as you can see, you have a lot more control. With these alert pop-ups, you know, a lot of browsers will display additional messages like this, you know, asking the user if they want to prevent pop-ups from displaying. You can't control how these pop-ups look. If users have pop-up blockers set in their browser, these aren't going to work. So with input fields that you place on your actual page, you have a lot more control. You can design these however you want, and it just gives you a lot more control.